Hey, it's Chuck here with more Milton Daily Homes, and again, big list today, and they're fun. They're just I lose my breath by the end of it. So the first one up is 3226 Steeles West. It's at 189.9. There are no condo fees with this. So what's the catch? And one of the catches is it's not far from train tracks. There's tracks that come right through. The second thing is they're extremely old. I mean, we're talking about probably built in the early 1900s. They're not very big, but I'll tell you what, if you're on a budget, they're not so bad. Okay, so it's a long extended lot. Basically, the front of the house is fronting onto Steeles, and then you've got a long area where people sort of pass through, and then you've got your garage on the back end. And these guys actually don't have a garage, but most of them do. And it's not the prettiest looking area, but it's not that bad. I mean, there's definitely, like, it's cheaper than rent, right? And I've seen some rental places that I would choose these places in a heartbeat over that. So anyhow, decent place, and I think for the money, not so bad. 278 Wilson's next one, Unit 26. 234.9, and we're talking about electric baseboard heat. I've talked about that before. The nice thing is there's 4 bedrooms in here, and there's 1 full bathroom and a powder room. Okay, so even these cupboards, not so bad, right? I mean, they're okay. And the kitchen, they probably could have taken a few less things. There's your baseboard heat right there. Finished basement. There's your powder room. So overall, I think the size of this one is certainly good. I think that you just want to mitigate and manage your baseboards, and the condo fees are slightly higher on this one at $336.43. So overall, I don't think it's a bad package. I think that getting that price is really just going to depend on how big it is, but it looks like it's an end unit too, which is nice. Dawson Crescent 284.9, and so there's a little loop off of Bronte on the west side of Bronte, so it's very close to the train tracks. And this one here looks very similar to one that was already listed, but slightly different because it doesn't have the pass through here. Kitchen with the eat-in, one area off to the side here. Okay, so 1 full bathroom upstairs, that's the full one, and the powder room downstairs. Now over here, I don't know if maybe that's the train tracks on this side here, so you could be 1 door away from that. 284.9, you can't beat that. There's no extra, actually there's a small extra fee here. I can't remember how much it is, like it's like $150 for the whole year, so it's practically nothing. Good looking place. Right, good value for the money. Hasselfeld is at $299.9, and so it's the same price as one that was listed yesterday and actually shares a lot of similar features. Nice thing here, 2-car parking in the driveway, certainly a great thing. Anytime in July is when they're looking to move. So they got backsplash stainless steel appliances. There's your walkout to the balcony. Hardwood throughout, so you got hardwood stairs, hardwood floor here, hardwood upstairs in the second or in the other rooms. Now this room commonly used as an office. It could be used, you could put a queen bed in here, but it doesn't leave a lot of extra space. Okay, and then there's your bathroom there. Now people make a big stink, especially sellers. They go, oh, I paid Manwy $5,000 to finish the laundry room. You don't get that money back. Not a real strong investment. It looks nice, but it's certainly not something that really changes the value of your house. So nonetheless, it's still a very good upgrade. And if that's the difference between this one and another one listed at the same price, of course you're going to lean towards this one. That's a good looking listing. Farmstead is at $358.9, and so we had one yesterday at $349. And this one has a little bit of a darker color scheme, but it looks like the exact same floor plan, and a bit of a small area just off to the side just to put a table, but it doesn't really have a formal dining room. Okay, so split screen there. I kind of like how that works. You've got the soaker tub, there's your bathroom, and there's your front entrance with the powder. So overall, I think that this one here, maintenance fee, it says $58 a month, and basically includes nothing more or less. It's mostly for garbage and snow removal. But anyhow, some of these units you may want to check and see, because I know some of them are saying don't pay those fees for another 2 or 3 years. So that might have been an arrangement done through the builder. Cabot Trails $379. It's relisted. And so it's a little skinny mini. It's a little small home. It does have the 4 bedrooms, but it's not an especially huge home. 53 by 114 lot is good. Nice neutral colors here. The kitchen's been updated, but it's not a very big kitchen. Okay, so that's the one thing. I mean, the fridge is off to the side because there's really no room for it over here, but they've got nice granite countertops, the backsplash. So that potentially could be a master bedroom. I don't know, but the rooms are not huge in this one. I think it looks terrific, and for the right buyer, it could really, really work. Grant Way is a lovely home at $399. Absolutely beautiful colors. The same models listed for $409 on Grant Way, so these guys are definitely competitive. And so there's your kitchen there. It's a huge kitchen, the 9-foot ceilings. This does not feel like a townhouse at all. You get some California shutters here too, and that looks almost like a Berber carpet there. Big ensuite. It's a great model, and at $399, it's, I think, a great price too. Now Caverhill just came out. It's a Lindsay model. It's a 4-bedroom, so that's 1,800 square feet. Looks like they've widened the driveway a little bit, and so you've got hardwood floors here. I might even be tempted, if I was advising these sellers, I might even say take your carpet out and really showcase the nice hardwood that you've got. And so there's your dining room there. Overall, it comes together quite well. There's your kitchen, family room, and then the rooms upstairs. And so all the rooms upstairs, I mean, you're talking about 4 bedrooms in an 1,800 square foot home. None of them are huge, but none of them are extremely tiny too. They're all kind of 10 by 10 standard workable rooms, and they've done some nice work in the back there too. It's a nice tree, some nice interlocking too. Caverhill, mature street. You have to be, I mean, these are getting close to 10 years, and I just had a discussion yesterday about how some of the homes in this neighborhood, it's like the builders put the 10-year shingles on, even though they say they're 20, the way they're installed and whatever else. There's a lot of people that have still had to replace their roofs recently on these ones. So anyhow, check out the roof, make sure it's in good shape. Alexander Crescent, $459. And so it looks like an extra wide garage. It says a garage and a half. Hard to tell from the photos, but you got lots of parking in the driveway. It looks like a Cleveland model, which is like 18-something square feet. Wainscoting, hardwood floors. They've done the moldings here. And so this is actually a lot like a Lindsay model. And the advantage here is that you've got the finished basement, and it looks like it pies out in the back. Now it does back onto James Snow Parkway, which, again, I don't know if I would be totally excited about that. But the fact that the backyard is about 53, front is about 34, you're getting a good pie shape on this one. Okay, so Caldwell is at $469, and so it's a 3-bedroom, 3-washroom, and so it's a 1-car garage. I mean, you get up in the 470s, and you're starting to compete with some of the double garage, right? So you really have to be competitive here. 93.5-foot lot. There is air conditioning, there's hardwood floors. It looks like it's just living family kitchen, so 3 rooms, and then you have the 3 bedrooms upstairs. Over 2,000 square feet, but beyond that, the photos, the quality of this one is really going to be the difference between making it or not. So fourth line is at $479, and so now we've got that double car garage, you know, for about $10,000 more. And so inside you got the hardwood floors, you got hardwood staircase. Kitchen's not bad. I could see stainless steel really just giving this one a bit of an edge, a bit of a backsplash. You could really dress this kitchen up. But there's some more hardwood in here too. Eat-in area, it'd be nice even if they borrowed a table from their friends. Again, it just gives the room identity. California shutters in here. And then the master looks like it's nice and big as well. No fencing, so you put that in the budget too. And there's no air conditioning on this one. So there's some window coverings, extra costs that you want to make sure that you anticipate. And a lot of times, what most agents don't do is they don't factor that in when they're comparing across the board, which I think is important because money spent is money spent, and it's important to look at the bottom line. Now, Martin Street is $544.9, and it's got this nice sort of, I don't know what kind of look, is that colonial, is it Georgian? I don't know the words, but I like the way it looks. I think about this. There's a lot of businesses that run out of here. This might be a great place for a business. The kitchen's been updated. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-washroom, so it's not huge. It's got that sort of Jetsons beam me up kind of shower, but I love the clawfoot tub here. I don't know about hardwood in the bathroom, but I think that it has a lot of charm. I think they've retained a lot of the original feeling, with that wallpaper. I think that adds to the look of that room there. And you've got the breeze room here, the enclosed area. So July, August is what they're looking for. Finished basement, which is rare in these models because they were built before World War II, which is they didn't really build basements to be lived in. So I don't know. It says a rec room and an office down there. It'd be very exciting if that was actually usable, functional land. Now I noticed this is that the Toronto Star, top 10 streets to live on in the 905 on Martin Street. Martin's basically like the street coming off the highway. So I was surprised at that because from my own perception, not that Martin's a bad street, but I could think of 10 other streets in Milton that I would rather live on compared to Martin. But like I said, there could be some real potential here for the ability to perhaps convert it to a live work or something of that nature. I do like this listing a lot. I think it's a great home. Silver Court is at $559.9, and by the way, I think the price is good too. I know it's a little smaller, but I think the price is certainly attractive. Silver Court is it's a Glenwood 2, so it's 2572, I think, is the square footage, and mostly brick. There's a bit of siding here. $559. We sold one last fall with a stone and stucco elevation. Kind of basic, but with some nice things like the California shutters. No hardwood though. We sold that in the 520s, and at the time I thought that was a very good price. So 4-bedroom plus one. Okay, so they've got 4 upstairs plus a little bit of an open area. And they've also done the 3 full bathrooms upstairs, which you don't see in a lot of these models. Now the rooms generally tend to be consistently big through all the rooms, and the master's not especially huge. So if you like that sprawling huge master with the massive ensuite, you don't get it here, but you get a good balance across the board. Okay, so 9-foot ceilings on the main floor. It looks like there's hardwood floors throughout the main level, and gas fireplace. Gas fireplaces don't change the value too much, maybe a couple thousand either way, but what they do is I think they can really finish the look of a room. And so there you go. I think this one overall is priced pretty fair. Now Tupper Drive is at $599.9, so you've got 4-bedroom, 4 washrooms, and including 3 upstairs. And so you've got over 3,000 square feet, 3,200 square feet, granite counter, hardwood floors. I mean, for that price, I don't expect miracles inside, but I think that there's some great value there. And what those homes tend to do, I mean, when you see stuff listed like that, is it's pushing all the stuff up at 7. It's really putting a lot of pressure on them to compete on a lower range. So Swindale is at $614.9. And so same thing, so 3 full bathrooms upstairs. That used to be exclusively territory of like over $650. You're starting to see that in the low 6s and sometimes even in the high 5s. Okay, so they've upgraded the light fixture here, double sinks. I don't know if your ensuite would be the first shot. It's really the only shot of the house right now. So wait for more photos on this one. Same thing, over 3,000 square feet, super competitive. Okay, so McCutcheon is at $734.9, and we've talked about how over 7 is really competitive right now, and again the pressure of the listings that have been selling and listing. But I'll tell you what, this is a fantastic home, 3,300 square feet. This model I think was the Greater Toronto Home Builders Association model layout floor plan of the year, like in 2004 or something like that. Fantastic. So they've got a nice little walkway here, lots of landscaping. McCutcheon, if you don't live on it, you don't have to go there. The high school is being built close by. There's a library. It's a really great location. I know because I live a couple streets away. Now, the staircase, you got a hardwood staircase here, double door entry, very impressive. Pot lights, which you could probably do as pendant lights down here. Kitchen's a little bit lighter, but it's certainly upgraded. Okay, so you've got the tub sink, you've got the built-in appliances. That's a butler's pantry just down the hall there. I do like their light fixtures. You can see that there's a lot of quality in this home. There's your family room. Now this was a little troubling and puzzling to me because I love the exposed brick, but what is the fireplace doing up at like head level. I've never ever seen that in all the homes I've ever been to. To me, it looks kind of strange. I don't know if they were trying to sort of make it, I guess, consistent with the line of the windows, but that's just weird to me. And are you going to make the ceiling really hot here? Though I don't know, right? I mean, gas fireplaces do get hot. Would there be any damage to the drywall? I don't know. So please examine that. Ask a home inspector. It looks like nice big windows here too. And so 3,300 square feet plus a finished basement. Plus, you back onto a park, so there's this nice line of trees here. They've done an interlock patio here. They've got a wood deck. The virtual tour, check some photos in there. Even though it's a little hard to navigate, this one is fantastic. There's a washroom with a shower downstairs, plus there's 4 other bathrooms in the house, 3 full ones upstairs. There's 4 bedrooms plus like a den area upstairs, nice little enclosed. You could make it a 5th bedroom. Anyhow, this one to me is fantastic, very awesome home, and I think it competes up in that range. There's still one precedent setter that really hurt everybody that happened about 2 weeks ago. So lower baseline, we got an interesting one here. It's at 1.2 million. And it looks huge. It looks like a high school. It's so big. So a really massive home. It looks like there's a double car garage right in the middle here. And so inside you got some slate flooring, hardwood floors here. It's actually in good shape. And that looks like just a cooktop over here. Even these cabinets, if you don't like that natural wood finish, you can even get them refinished, stained. It's really not that expensive in the big picture. Okay, so good piece of land. Not sure how many acres. It says anywhere from 2 to 5 acres for this particular property. And so you look at this and you say, okay, great. Now, there's some development happening. 4.3 acres is what it says, with a pond, 3,000 square feet the home. Now, when you look at the next listing, there's a little bit of an idea about what's going on. So it's the same owner, and I believe he's probably subdivided his home. So what was before, I believe the road would come right through here. What they've done is, so I believe the house is probably sitting on this parcel, and then the land that he used to own, 14 acres, lower baseline's coming right through this part here too. Now I don't think lower baseline is ever going to be like a super busy road, but it is something. I mean, now you're talking about a different road influence. There's different factors, there's different variables happening. The 14 acres of land south of the new part is being sold at 1.295. So you could own this side and this side for like $3 million, and well, less than that. But anyhow, that's kind of interesting, and it should that new lower baseline should be happening soon. So anyhow, I'm blabbering. Have yourself a great day, and today not such a bad list. I think yesterday was awesome. Today is maybe slightly less awesome, but still awesome. So have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.